Once more into the fray. Welcome back to Don the Shui. We're going to talk about some topics here on the channel, but if you like what you see, give it a comment, give it a subscribe. Check me out on Twitch at Don underscore the underscore Shui. This is the way. 20 years. Monkey, God, gun.
Yeah.
Okay. My only thing is because these moves keep getting larger, I wish that Oda would use a different caliber of gun. But that's been my gripe since Kong Gun. So it's like I wanted him to use like a different type, like a larger version. Because all of these are basically the same move, just larger. So I was always thinking like, why would you still call it a gun if it's like a cannon basically, or like this one would be like a freaking mortar shell or like a howitzer or some shit. But I mean, Oda gonna write what he gonna write. But this still kind of puts in the air that Luffy is the embodiment of Sun Wukong. The Sun Wukong fact is still here, even though it's got Nika and everything.
Yeah.
We still got Sun Wukong in here, so it's like it almost feels like that world-breaking goofiness that Luffy has
Is the monkey
is
god.
the Monkey King ability. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
that's what it feels like.
Because he kind of is like that
Yeah,
a little bit.
it's something that breaks the fourth wall, breaks the fourth dimension. He's always doing things and basically everything he does, which is why the gods are,
Excuse me.
except for like the Buddha or like the high king priestess in heaven or whatever. Only like one of them was just like, all right, I don't mind that you're like this because this is how you are. But every other god is like, why can't you be serious? Like you're powerful and you're being an asshole. You're being a jerk. You're doing all these jokes. You're doing all these pranks. Like this is not a game. Like none of this is funny. We're gods. And like Monkey King was just like, nah, yo, have a laugh, you stiff.
Mm-hmm.
Like so this makes absolute sense. He could still technically be doing the Monkey King stuff. But I was actually thinking today about like how it feels like Oda is trying to tell Japan something with this story too. Because it's like Luffy, and especially with this Wano arc too, Luffy is a foreigner coming into Japan and breaking it open from the stuffy ways and the monotony that it has. And it's like I don't know if Oda's trying to sit here and say to the world like, all right, Japan, it's time to stop being so like up your own ass. Like the rest of the world is out here, and we need to like see them. Like, which I was thinking like that's kind of cool. But then I also was thinking about how much this motherfucker Oda had to read because then I was thinking like Sun God Nika feels like a like an Aztec god almost. And Luffy is Brazilian, so that's like that South American stuff. So I'm like, man, Oda really put some time into this. But I want to see that fire dragon. I'm wondering, is his fire just fire or is it hockey? That's my big question. I don't want to scroll through too many of these comments because I'm like, I don't want it to spoil anything for the video. But he's still in awe of the chapter. Oh, my controller turned off. God damn.
Yo.
I'm sitting here like, why the fuck am I talking to myself? But yeah, what did you say anything before? Because I didn't even know about
Yeah, I was just like, well, what came after the monkey god gun? It was the flashback, or they was just like going to
The
Orochi?
monkey god gun, and then it was.
Oh, the Kaido awakening. Yeah, yeah, okay.
That's what I just.
So I don't know.
Just asked you that. Is that fire haki, or is it just?
I don't know. I don't even know if that's really his awakening because he didn't say it.
Yeah.
It could just be like a grand move, and he's also in dragon form. He's not in his hybrid mode.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe Kaido's already awakened because right now this fight it seemed like it's about to wrap up.
Yeah, we're using our last big moves, and clearly this is gonna freaking blow up the island when it connects. So we're at the end game.
So I don't know when would be because I feel like now is just like if Kaido still has an awakening after this big clash, somebody gonna have to save Luffy. Because
The only person it would be is Momo. But what is he gonna do?
yeah, I don't know either that or Yamato steps back in because I think Yamato's with Momo, right?
Yeah.
So
With our powers combined.
yeah, like they just hold Luffy off, like because he might get knocked out again and get knocked out of Gear 5. Like it could be the Doflamingo thing, because like remember when the Birdcage was just about to close with the Doflamingo arc? It was like Luffy ran out of Gear 4, and they had to run around for 10 minutes. He got his haki back, then he did it again, and that's when he did King Kong. So now that he's using the big grandiose move, the monkey god gun, if this doesn't do it and Kaido has like an awakening or like some like last hurrah move, then yeah.
Because the issue is Luffy is using Rio. He clearly just said that he's about to use Rio, and Kaido's trying to defend himself against that punch by using that type of flame.
So he can't. No, like he's using the heat to coat his body, so Luffy just won't touch him. And the heat is so intense that he said like it's not gonna, your hand will burn off basically by the time it reaches me. Like that's his defense. So it's like he's gonna take it head on. So I don't know. So if Kaido does take that hit, like that's what I mean. Like, is he gonna awaken after that, or is he awakened already? Either way, I'm okay with it. It would just make this fight kind of drag on at this point, because we've been fighting Kaido for a very long time, and we're still in Act 3. And Act 3 is not the end of Wano. There still has to be an Act 4, which is I'm almost certain Act 4 is just the wrap up, all the connection ties, the info dump to Wano before we leave and dip. I'm assuming that's what Act 4 is. That's gonna be that. Yeah, because I forgot about that till you even said that. This fight been so crazy, like, bro. I completely forgot that was one of the. Yeah, no, Law found it. I think.
Law already found it.
He found 8. Either Law found it or Brook found it, because we haven't seen much of Brook, and Brook got that ghost power, and he was with Robin, you know what I mean? So while they were running,
Brook took the poneglyph from the other thing in front of Big Bomb, and then he had to escape. That was earlier in the arc, but I don't think they ever got to the red poneglyph, because I thought the red poneglyph was basically going to be under the tree in the center of the village. I thought that's where the shit was.
It could be that's where it is. Like Momo probably knows because he read the book.
Yeah.
So that could be like at the end of Wano. Yeah. Because there's a poneglyph on Onigashima.
Well, yeah,
Kaido has it.
That's the one that Brook. Is that the one that Brook
No, that's the one that Law found. That's the one that Law found. Brook didn't copy that. Law found that one. He was like, yeah, this is a poneglyph, but it's not. I don't think this is the one I'm looking for. Something like that. He said that, but I think he ran into one that Kaido had. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find that out because Oda didn't forget. You gotta find it.
Yeah, then we get the flashback. They're talking about the old shit right after when Odin got burned. They knew they were gonna come after them. All of the generals. And could this be fucking Zoro's family member? Like his uncle was spoken.
I don't think it's his uncle. Maybe like because that was 20. Zoro would have
Zoro
had to
is
just
20.
already been born.
Zoro
Yeah,
is
but he
20.
would have that even that would have to be his father then. And the
Uh,
other thing is, how did he get to the East Blue? That just raises a lot of questions.
But the issue would be is that because remember the person that crafted his first sword, the last sword that he made, which clearly has to be his long lost girlfriend's fucking blade. Like that sword was crafted by the dude that we know came from Wano. And what if that came?
Oh, Tengu.
Yeah. What if not Tengu, the other one? Remember how he said that there was a person that escaped Wano, and he was like this.
Oh yeah.
Zoro's father had to have given him his son and told him to escape, and then Zoro.
Because he knew what was up. Yeah.
Put him somewhere else. He was making fun of the kid just to check on him, but he wasn't trying to raise him so that they wouldn't have no ties. But Zoro managed to find him and managed to like glean some knowledge from him, but he never knew who he was. And that could have been like Zoro's like a long lost fucking prince or something, of Wano or some shit like that.
Of Ringo,
Yeah,
of his like.
Yeah. But yeah, Zoro.
That's actually a good analogy. Yeah, that's probably what happened. If that ends up being his dad, or uncle or something.
Some type of family.
But Oda just in a recent interview, Oda did say that that's not his father though.
Yeah, that's
so
why I said that might be his uncle or something, because it's like
okay.
Because the thing about it is, we all know that the flashback of Ryuma is the spitting images. And when we first saw him, I'm guessing that was him in the dungeon. And I remember I asked y'all, like, could that be Zoro's dad? And he was like, no. And then, like how you said, Oda said that that's not his father. But he clearly looks like Zoro again. So I'm like, Zoro has to have a family-like facial structure that's like similar. Like all of them have to have a similar facial structure all the way to Ryuma. But it's like, who would you have been like marrying? Like, how are your genes so sturdy that like 4 or 5 generations you look like the same motherfucker? Like, who are you marrying? Like, I don't understand it. But yeah, no, he has to be in. I don't know if Ringo's gonna be in relation, but he looks too close. He looks really too close. And I'm hoping that in the wrap up, when what's the daughter that's clearly gonna be like the end game when Zoro maybe comes back to Wano. I feel like she's gonna have to have some secrets that'll let him know his actual lineage, and then maybe Zoro's gonna get that other sword to replace.
Yeah, he got to get that too.
He's got to get that.
And
because he gave back Ryuma's sword.
yeah,
But he just didn't get the sword that Luffy had, which would feel like they would be like, well, you done saved Wano. Like, there's only a couple people. It seems like Enma likes you, so why not take the other sword? Odin. See if you can handle
no,
it.
he can't take the other sword of Odin. That's a Momo sword,
Oh, that's Momo.
the white one. Yeah.
So then what was the sword that Luffy took?
Luffy, the one that's no. No, okay, so Zoro has a sword called the Sandai Kitetsu, right? Yeah. So the Kitetsu blades come in levels. Zoro has the first level. That's the Sandai Kitetsu. Yeah. The one that Luffy has is the second upgrade of the Kitetsu family. It's called the Nidai Kitetsu. Yeah. He has to just get that upgrade of the blade. Yeah. So either because Luffy gave that blade back to Tengu because when he found Tama, that's when he gave that back. So Tengu has that sword. Yeah. So he'll probably at some point run into Tengu again, like, look, I forgot to tell you that's the Sandai Kitetsu. I made that. Take the upgraded blade. I think it's just gonna be something like simple like that. Yeah. You feel me? As a reward for saving Wano, like, you know what I mean? And it'll probably be after. It'll probably be after Zoro finds out his lineage here. Like he'll probably like, oh, and you're descendant of a daimyo of Ringo. Like, yeah, I gotta get this. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
This is your birthright, basically.
yeah.
Which what I really want him to do is look at Zoro's like original sword and be like, yeah, no, this was crafted by that guy. Like,
The Wado Ichimonji.
yeah, the Wado Ichimonji. And he's like, or like the Wado Ichimonji, like that was just a placeholder. This is its true name. And then it's like it's a whole other blade, and it's like some nth level sword that Zoro just been hanging on to the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if Oda's gonna do that, but it will be kind of tough that Zoro literally had like one of the peak blades in his possession the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And he just did not know it. He's been taking care of it with care the entire time, pouring his hockey into it and all of that. Because I think the Wado Ichimonji is the only blade he puts in his mouth, right?
I think so.
Because I don't think he puts any other blade into his mouth besides that. But yeah, so to get the flashback, he's gonna go after what you call him? Freaking Denjiro finally shows the fuck up, like after all of that time. Which my thing is, Denjiro was knocked out and he got shambled. So it's like, did he wake up when he got shambled and then just immediately was like, I gotta go find the princess? Because the rest of them are still knocked out. So it's like, how fast did you wake up? A little bit of a plot thing there.
Hmm.
But, yeah, and we still gotta wait for this damn punch to connect. Man. I don't know, man. This crazy. Like I literally I broke down. I really broke down and had to read the spoilers, and I'm still in awe. Like that. That's some great writing, bruh. Like I must say, that is some seriously good writing. That I literally read the spoilers not 10 minutes before this chapter dropped, and I'm still like, wow, this chapter is.
What else? Oh, and Orochi.
Orochi being dead, possibly. Finally.
Hopefully, yeah.
I don't know. The way that motherfucker been crawling back from the grave, bruh. I really hope this is the last time. But I feel like. How many times has he come back?
Yeah, I mean he has one head now, so I hope
He has one head now
it's
that was
just
cut off,
to
or
sick.
he has one head left?
Like maybe he has one head left because he didn't grow all of them back. So hopefully that's it.
Because I'm just like. I would say, like, the rule of three would be, like, the thing, but it'd be like, isn't this the third time he's been killed?
I think.
Because it was like Kaido knocked his head off.
That's one. Then he came back. Then Denji and the samurai cut his heads off again, so that's two. Then forgot what happened. I think that might be the third time he got.
That's what I'm saying. Is this the third time he's gotten his head cut off? Because it would be the rule of three, and he wouldn't be able to come back now, unless you just really wanted to make how tenacious this guy is, that he came back again. The comment right here is like, Orochi better be dead for real.
Yeah.
Like, we're tired. We're tired of you, Orochi. You piece of shit. You're fucking cackling. Oh yeah, I'm reading these comments right now. They're saying next chapter we might get Rock's Pirates backstory for Kaido next
I
chapter.
hope so.
and then we get the big defeat in 1050.
Yeah.
That seems about right. We'll get a little bit more. Like, my thing would have to be is that Luffy would have to connect the punch through the fire in the next chapter. He would have to legitimately hit Kaido on some real shit, and Kaido's just like, not even my flames is stopping this motherfucker. And then he's like, this is like the first time in years I've been on the back foot. And then it just jogs his memory about when he was like young and with the Rocks Pirates, and how he used to be a pleb back in the day. Like, he was strong, but them motherfuckers were stronger, and he was like the runt almost. Like, it's got to be something to jog his memory, and it would be like Luffy actually connecting that blow. Because if Luffy could master the Ryo, I mean, it wouldn't matter that the fire is hitting his fist. He doesn't have to hit him. It's just the Ryo has to hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only thing that would be is if the Ryo hits him, shocks him, and awakens something in his heart or whatever, he gets the flashback. I mean, then he could awaken, because now he remembered his past, and it's like, this is the first time he's ever been on the back foot in years. And then we could have all of 1050 be like the whole battle. But then again, would Oda just finish up the battle in one chapter?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he's done. I feel like he's always, even if he's finishing a battle, I still feel like it's 2 chapters. But we got flashbacks, so it has to be coming to the end, because we're having flashbacks after flashback.
But we haven't gotten Kaido's full backstory. I feel like Kaido's full backstory is gonna come when he gets punched. Like, if he's knocked out, that's when we start getting his backstory. Then yeah, he's going to be.
Because it would seem like, Luffy would have to connect that fist. Clearly, that fist will shoot straight through Onigashima. Kaido would be on the edge of that fist, going through his island and hitting the ocean. If once he would hit the ocean, it would create a giant steam cloud, because it'll cool off all of his fire. Because I don't know if this, like, this would be some real Naruto shit if Oda really, like, spans this shit out for 10 more chapters.
Yeah.
Like, that's some Naruto shit. I ain't even gonna front.
I don't think he's gonna do that though.
Yeah. But then I'm like, if it ends at 1050, then I feel like, I'm torn, because I'm like, is that quick? We've been watching him fight him for like dumb long.
Nah, that's not quick.
But it's like, yo, we literally see this giant frickin' mega fist gun fist, and then he just hits him.
Oda did say he wasn't trying to beat him with just a regular punch, so I don't know.
This ain't no regular punch, but it's still the idea of, after all of these blows, it's still he's knocking him out with one punch. Like, I feel like it can't end, or at least I wouldn't want it to end with just Monkey God Gun once, because we got that already with Kong Gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he did the same thing kind of with Katakuri. It wasn't like a big ass punch, but he still just punched him mad hard and he knocked him out.
Good one.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like Kaido shouldn't be coming down off of just one really good ass punch.
I want Luffy to fucking beat I want Luffy to beat him like an enemy like he beat Rob Lucci.
Yeah.
With the fucking with the Gatling.
That one.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that.
How he beat what you call him? Sand.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Like, those wins were like, I'm going to keep punching you until you stop. Like, that was the type of shit that was like, okay, like, these were hard earned wins. because after that it's just been one big punch and he wins. He fights, he loses a little bit. He's more and more he's been getting like he'll take a couple L's and then come back and win. But it's like it always ends on one big punch. And the only thing it could be is like God Gatling would be like the only thing that would make sense. Like it would require Luffy to punch him with this level of strength multiple times.
Yeah, like I like that. That's cool.
Like Monkey God Vulcan or some shit. Where he has to hit him multiple times with this freaking planet, well, not planet, but like island buster move. And it's like Kaido is eating most of them, but he can't withstand all of them. And they're all packed with Rio. Which would then be like if this is okay, if he beats him with the one punch, then this is one thing. But it's like if it requires him to do something to that level, what is the final boss? Because Blackbeard would probably have to be able to eat all of that.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
Because the amount of shit that Kaido's gonna have to be able to take.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I, you know how like Blackbeard can nullify devil fruits?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that obviously during that fight, like Luffy's not gonna be able to stretch.
What's he say?
That's gonna be Luffy's not gonna be able to use the Gum Gum abilities in that fight. If Blackbeard is able to nullify the God powers, you get what I'm saying? Because he did that to Ace. Yeah.
Which would then go back to Kaido.
Means what he's saying, you need to have Haki. It'll be some shit where like Blackbeard's like, oh shit, it's like Blackbeard's like, yeah, haha, I took your devil fruit, and Luffy's just like, I don't give a fuck, nigga, I'm still gonna punch you, like, and then yeah, like.
Punch on you anyway. Yeah, that would have to be it. Because it wouldn't make sense that he's just another enemy that Luffy just one punches down. Like,
Yeah.
there has to be some level of like stakes. And that would make sense. Because then it would require, because the way that they're doing Rio in the show, they're making it seem like it flows through his body in a certain way. And clearly, especially how the episode 10-15, how they showed him popping conquerors like it's nothing. Again, we have to figure out, is there a higher level of conqueror's haki? Is there a second form? Is there a further form of conqueror? Because he would have to achieve it.
Yeah, I think it is. Because he's mentioning, he's mentioning, like, old man taught me how to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what if he like Kaido mocks the old man, like, oh yeah, well, I still know how to do this, niggas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then, I don't know, man. The level of, because I don't know Kaido's limit. Like, we know he's on his end rope, but like,
last leg, but this last leg is a fucking
yeah,
long one.
yeah, this shit is crazy. Like, no, Kaido, he just got to his last leg. He wasn't on his last leg until Luffy transformed.
This is literally second stage Elden Ring, bro. Them bosses when you beat them, and then they get up and do the next form.
Oh, like a Millennia.
You know? Like, they still got a whole other bar left. They're on their last leg, but that last leg is a whole other life bar. Like, they're definitely on the back foot, but you gotta fight them again. Like, that's how I feel like Kaido on right now. I don't understand how many last legs you got. Like, what the fuck?
And he's still in dragon form, so like every zone they have to be beaten in hybrid form. It's not gonna be in they full animal form because that's their that's yeah. Even you could peep that all forms have been beaten in hybrid form. If they're Zoan, Rob Rob Lucci,
But he's mythical
yeah, that is true.
though. So this could.
Like this could be the exception because the beating the Azure Dragon over the Wano capital is symbolic. So I don't know.
Which is why, like, Momonosuke being or doing something outside of him just pulling Onigashima, there has to be some symbolism in that too. The Peach Blossom Dragon, like, he broke the sky and let the Sakura fall. How
I
are
don't
they
know.
gonna beat him? How are they
I
gonna
don't
beat
know.
him?
I don't know how they're gonna wrap it up. I was hoping the monkey god gun. What I was hoping it looked like, because you know how Luffy's not like super buff.
Yeah.
I was hoping he didn't like blow his fist up, like his fist stayed the same, and his like the god gun part is just like a big ass fucking fist, like shockwave. Like
Like the
that would
after
have been
image.
yeah, like that would have been tough because Luffy already kind of displayed that with when he punched through Kaido's face, but didn't really punch through Kaido's face. Like you know what I mean? So I wanted to see a little bit more of that.
So is the punch through his head, was that Rio then?
That I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It could the monkey god gun could be that. Like we just don't know. It could be a big ass fist, but he's gonna use the Rio shockwave to not really touch him, but on some Buddhist palm shit. You know what I mean? Like
Because then that's the other thing too. He's using a fist right now, but he hasn't used a palm attack. And remember that fucking Lion's Barrage. Luffy could do some output with a palm attack.
oh, he did that in the beginning of the Wano arc when he was sumo wrestling with that
And
Yakuza boss.
and that's how he was
And
first learning Rio too.
oh yeah, with open hands. Yeah.
Because he's like, you gotta let it flow. So it's like maybe Kong Gun is not gonna connect, but then he has to find a new.
Oh, like a new move. Yeah. That'd be cool. Like it's gonna be a palm, but Luffy not gonna blow his hand up. It's just gonna be regular, and it's just gonna be crazy haki. It's gonna be a haki blast.
Because that's the only. Because like how you said, it would have to be if you were to really make this shit climax time. Kaido would either stop or eat this blow. It means nothing. Kaido awakens. Luffy loses.
That's what I'm
his
saying.
awakening.
You gotta make it seem hopeless because it's still like Momo still hasn't technically moved the island yet. So it's like, you know, what's about to happen? And then okay, even if like let's say Luffy that punch does connect, but like he gonna punch him to the ground, but like they're close to the capital now, so is Kaido gonna crash down to the capital or is he gonna crash down to the water? So if he crashes down to the capital, nigga, that means I don't know if he gonna be dead. Like you know what I mean? I don't know.
That's what I was saying. Like if he crashes into the water, it'll snuff out his flame. But it's like he might survive that, which is why I was thinking like Luffy would then have to do like a Gatling gun attack because it wouldn't be enough because he would survive that. If he crashes to land, he might burn up Wano off of just the strength of his fire.
Yeah.
Which would then make it extremely hopeless. Which again, Momo would have to do something along with oh my god, with Yamato to try to cool that fire. And yeah, like because the thing about it too, in that opening that you hate. They showed, which is why I kept thinking that Gear 5 was going to be something else, because they kind of showed like Luffy jumping up and punching Kaido without anything and just using Ryo. Like in the opening. Like let me go pick it up. What was the last opening? What opening is that? Opening 12 or opening 10? Let's just get the analytics now. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Wills. Finally helping me out. One Piece. Oh.
Mm-mm.
Is it 23? I'm guessing. But yeah, towards the end of this, after they're like doing the big thing, Luffy doesn't have anything on him. He bursts up into the clouds, like whatever. But there's Sakura, which is basically just seeming like the Ryo power is the Sakura of Wano, which is basically like the power of Japan on the edge of his fist. He does a little bit of hockey, but he's not in any type of form. His eyes awaken, which clearly feels like it's like a Conqueror's hockey thing. And then he's surrounded in like a giant pink like flame whatever. And he has this hockey punch, but he's not activated in anything. You know his pupils are white. Uh oh. His pupils are white here though. Or is that just the no, his pupils are white.
Who?
In this opening,
No, but who?
Luffy.
No.
Like his pupils are white as if he's in Gear 5. Cause like if you look at the opening from opening 23 towards the end, he jumps up, he swells up like he's about to do one of his gears, but he takes all of that power and puts it into his right fist, where it does all of the animation of it charging and then surging through his body, and he unlocks the haki with the Ryo on it. Because that's the other thing too. Has he used Ryo punches at all in this fight?
Yeah.
I thought it was just Conquerors he was using. Or has he been using Ryo the whole time?
He's well. The Red Rock is Rio. Those aren't just new
That's
moves
Ryo.
because they're new moves. That's Rio.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's Ryo.
So like those moves, like when he gets to Kong Gatling, he's still using Rio with that because like law states like oh like they acknowledge when all five of them are fighting, they already acknowledge Luffy's strength. Like yo, his they said like it was like a Goku I mean Dragon Ball when Vegeta was getting punched by Jiren. He was just like his punches feel mad heavy. They said the same thing, but like they heard how heavy Luffy's punches were against Kaido. It was like, yo, Luffy, like he's definitely the strongest one out of all of us. You can hear his punches like from here, like you know what I'm saying. Like that shit gotta hurt, and he
Yeah.
was beating the shit out of Kaido, like dead ass,
Yeah.
like.
And then this is the other thing too with the opening, which I always saw this and I was like, what am I looking at? Towards the end of the opening, when he lands that Ryo punch on the Azure Dragon Kaido, you see this red skeleton of the dragon that's clearly after Luffy punched him in his damn jaw, he felt his bones fucking rattling from this punch.
Mm.
There's lightning on the edge of this punch. You see the illumination of all of the bones of the dragon in this punch. It connects. Onigashima literally just explodes with power. And then it just cuts back to Luffy and his little apple and him doing whatever like, "Oh, I'm Luffy and I'm joy incarnate."
Yeah.
But like literally that's what I was thinking about when he was going into Gear 5 and we were still speculating on how Gear 5 looks. it's like this version of it that they did in this like trailer, or not the trailer, but this opening. I noticed that anime have been doing this a lot lately, where their openings are kind of
I didn't
revealing.
like that.
You
I didn't
don't
like
like
that
that?
because no, One Piece did that. No, but see, One Piece really spoiled a very big part of that. In the new opening they have, they showed Kaido's hybrid form without getting to Kaido's hybrid form.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. I'm like that. You guys, I'm like for people that aren't like me and you, who only watch the anime, that was a huge spoiler because it's just like, well, who is that? Oh, that's Kaido. Oh, that got to be his hybrid form. Like, damn, like that, like when Kaido goes hybrid mode in the manga, like that was a hype reveal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, like, bro, y'all, how, like, even the same thing with Zoro having Conqueror's Haki. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
that was another
they,
big
that
big
was a
spoil.
really
That was
big
a big
spoiler.
spoil
Like,
because we knew he did. We knew he used it. We knew he had to have used it, but the air around it was fishy because we was like, we know Zoro's strong. We know he can hang up there with Luffy, but we don't know if he used Conquerors or not. He just glared and motherfuckers just fell.
so like that was a huge spoiler because
But
then
they
when
definitely
Kaido
did that.
confirms it, when Kaido confirms it on the rooftop in the manga, we were like, yes, finally! Like you know what I'm saying? We knew it, but finally, like you know what I mean? But the anime just said here you go. Like Zoro definitely like because now when Kaido says it in the anime, it's gonna be like oh okay, you know what I mean? Like we know that already.
But you know what? But you know what? You got to think the average or the anime only watcher. I don't think they even watch the openings. I think after they've seen the opening like once or twice, they skip it. So they won't really look at these small details like that. Because yeah, they definitely did reveal his hybrid form very early on, right after they showed I was about to say Roger, Shanks. Right after they showed Shanks, they showed the Black Lightning and Conqueror's Hockey with Kaido in his hybrid form, and then it shows Luffy using Conquerors on his fist, which he's doing this eye glare thing, which I'm guessing they're like hinting that he's like slowly unlocking Gear 5. And then we got Onigashima floating in the sky because I'm watching it in like point 0.5 speed just to see everything. All of the chips are in place. Luffy's there. Big Mom, Kaido, all of his underlings, Momonosuke, giant beam. What is this? Is this from a dragon? What is that? No, that was Big Mom's attack. I think that came out of Onigashima and hit. Are those frozen bombs down there? Okay, so they kind of. I think they might have spoiled that too. Odin, Orochi being messing around with CP0 and them. Kaido in his dragon form wildin'. Yamato in tears. Being the strong woman that she is, or the strong son that she is, my bad. Gotta be inclusive. Um, Ace. Marco. Marco tearing up in this battle. What he crying for? Kaido jumping up into the heavens. Luffy running on him like Goku on Snake Way. Punching him in his body. Everybody doing. Robin using her LaFleur. LaFleur. Black Hockey Spiderwebs. My boy Zoro. My boy Zoro. My boy Brook doing some bullshit. Now my boy Zoro getting that cut on. Sanji showing the work with the feet. The comic relief laughing and running away. Luffy flying up in gear fourth. It's a nice little clash. Are they just showing the shit again? Oh, this might be other things. I don't know if this is the full opening. Okay. Yeah, no, they did definitely spoil that. Shit. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see.